Hey, it's Chey. Welcome to the channel. I'm joined by Wes.
Hey, Queens.
Welcome to Tier Ranking American Horror Story Characters Freak Show. We've done the first 3 seasons. This is the 4th. How do you feel about Freak Show?
It's not my fave. It's actually probably my least fave. But with that being said, the way that I see American Horror Story is that, like, even if it's bad, it's still good. So I think that there's still a lot to celebrate about this season as far as, like, acting and some of the characters, some of the storyline.
I mean, visually, it's stunning.
Yeah, yes.
It gives the effect that you're truly at a carnival.
I think for me, it's just so dark that it's like, you don't really get anything but just like sadness from the season. Like there's nothing really happy to take away from it.
Well, think about the contrast. We went from comedic Coven, the first episode is literally called Bitchcraft, to Freak Show, which just is so dreadful and dark, depressing. Really, there's no comedic element except for maybe Jessica Lange's accent.
Yeah.
And Kathy Bates.
I think Kathy is the most comedic part, and it's not on purpose. But we'll get to her. We'll get to her. We'll get to her. The way that we do this, we take every character and put them, based on the tier that we think that they should go in. And then at the end, we go back and we rank those characters within their tiers. But today, we are talking all things Freak Show. Let's do it.
Here we go. First up, we have Tattler, which, okay.
What a treat.
No choice but to stand. Frankly, let's just put Dot up there also.
No! Oh my god!
They are literally conjoined.
I'm
sorry. Like,
Bet, sweetie, cutie pie, deserves to be at the top. So sweet. Dot, mean, evil, nasty.
No. Dot is the hero.
She's mean.
She is literally the only head on their shoulders that thinks straight. She had the tea.
No cupcakes. We have to watch our figure if we're going to be television personalities.
She knew what was going on.
I don't want a cupcake.
That was just too busy
in her own
little dream world. But here's the thing. I'm putting them up there because, 1, they're Sarah Paulson, but 2, because of Criminal.
Oh, help me, but don't tell me to deny it.
Literally,
okay, yes.
Their performance, it's Sarah, but their performance in Criminal, astounding.
Yeah.
Literally, it will be in my top 10 streamed songs this year, no doubt.
Yeah. It is my favorite part of the season. That does give them some points, but I don't know that I want to even put them together. Like, maybe we can put them at the top, but I feel like I stan Bet way more than I stand Dot, so I don't care if they're conjoined. I don't want to put them together. So listen, for now, I will agree to leave them both at the top. That's fine, but that doesn't mean that I'm gonna agree to leave them together when it comes time to rank them.
Oh, that's fine, darling.
It's fine. It's fine.
I stand them.
We'll go with it.
Next up, we have Jimmy Darling.
Don't worry. I don't bite.
I don't know how I feel about Jimmy either. Like,
here's the thing. All I can think about are his hands
and what he does with them.
He does with them.
Yeah.
Which, sex work is real work. Get it, boy.
He is a very tragic character. He has gone through so much in his life, and then his mom dies, his hands get cut off. It's a lot. But I don't think I stan.
I don't stan him. I don't hate him either.
No.
But I don't. He's not my favorite Evan Peters character from
the
franchise. But I think he's not my favorite.
I think he goes and slays. He is not my fave, but I think that he has some like really sweet characteristics that but now I'm second guessing.
No, he's a sex worker. He slays.
Okay.
Here we go.
We'll put him there for now.
Next up is his daddy, Del Toledo.
Look, that old whore's got it out for me. You can't believe a word out of that mangy broad.
Oh my god, sad. He's a closeted man. Desiree, that poor woman, he literally is just not the one for her. I think that Del is not my fave.
Yeah, I was gonna say not our fave. I'm good with that. I don't have much to say about him, honestly, other than everything you already said. Like, what else is there to say?
He is not my fave.
Yeah, goodbye.
Gloria Mott.
Mrs. Mott, I'm feeling really uncomfortable, so I'm going to go now.
Girl.
I'm torn because I just am compelled to put any Frances Conroy character in the top tier, but Gloria was complicit in Dandy murdering people. I don't know that I stan her.
She could have stopped him. She could have done something. I feel like they killed her off a little early without giving her much to do except for be...
She's just very like, oh, Dandy, I'm rich
Yeah.
and I'll do whatever you want.
She really is there just to be complicit and let Dandy run wild.
Yes,
so...
but she is fabulous, and I think she
love her.
slays.
You think being complicit warrants slaying?
No,
Okay.
listen, that's not fair. I think she did more than had potential. I think she met her potential and beyond.
I love Frances, so I will say that she slays.
Okay, so she slays.
She slays. Next up, we have Stanley.
Dot. Cupcake.
Y'all already know.
I loathe him entirely.
Loathe.
Stanley literally sucks.
He can rot in hell, and he is.
Lower than hell.
Yeah, if there was another tier lower than loathe entirely, that's where I would put him. There's no redeeming qualities.
No.
He preys on young girls. And takes advantage of them to get what he wants. He preys on the freaks to make money. He murders them. And you know what? He got exactly what he deserved.
He did.
Truly got exactly what he deserved. Watching them when he's like trying to like run away and they like encircle him and he's like begging for his life. And I'm like, F you, dude.
Which he did try to expose Elsa as being a murderer, which she is.
Yes, and we're going to get to that too, but that doesn't excuse all of the horrible things that he did. I feel very strongly that he's one of my least favorite characters of all time, and he deserves to be at the very, very bottom of this list.
Gross.
Period.
Next up, we have Maggie Esmeralda.
It's never too late. You're like the aster that blooms in the fall.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine.
No choice but to stan. I think that Maggie Esmeralda I think that she got the short end of the stick. Really, she was groomed by Stanley into doing these horrible, terrible things. She is not the villain here, although she did do some horrible things, but she deserves justice.
I think that Maggie is a very complex character because, I mean, she was, like I said, she was young. He manipulated her and she did some terrible things, which is why I kind of don't know that I even stan, because she was complicit too in everything that Stanley was doing.
But she tried to change her ways.
That's the thing. She did come around. She turned in Stanley. She was trying to help Jimmy after he, lost his hands. Like, there are redeeming qualities. So I guess I do stan, but it's not like a Madison Montgomery stan.
No.
It's lower than that for me.
And she has the most horrific death out of all of them.
Yes. The most iconic scene in this entire season to me is her death scene. So I think that adds a point as well. So I'm fine with leaving her in stan.
Me too.
I am.
Okay, next up is a very polarizing character.
I'm above the law, beyond the law. I am the law.
Dandy Mott is extremely polarizing because he is a horrible person. I mean, most of these characters
Literally
honestly
terrible.
are. The more that we talk
All
about
of them,
them,
every single character is so terrible, but...
these characters are not super likable.
I hate you, 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 I hate you.
But he is, the driving force of most of the season. He's the most entertaining part of most of the season. And I think that he is the only reason that this season didn't completely flop, in my opinion. But he's a huge f***ing brat. And that's why I don't stan.
I don't stan either, but he does slay.
He literally slays.
Quite literally. He literally murders almost at least 80% of the freaks, which is literally terrible.
Horrible. Absolutely awful.
Oh my god. Watching that scene for the first time, I was devastated. I think it might be one of the reasons I didn't like Freak Show as much when I first watched it, because of just the ending is so...
It's too much.
And then when you watch the way that Dandy dies, which is another...
Incredible.
Oh my god.
Another,
mind-blowing.
Watching him, that to me was so... I mean, because I'm scared of water. So, his death to me is one of the worst in the entire series to me. And it's hard because you want to loathe him. But like I said, I think he's just so, charismatic.
And hot.
And, I mean, hot. Yeah, he's hot.
I am a god.
And he dances around in his underwear, and that gives me some points as well. But he also, bathes in his mom's blood, which I think is really weird.
My god.
I don't know. It's conflicting because you want to loathe him, but I think he slays. I don't know.
Honestly,
it's hard.
It's the hairdo.
It's everything. It's everything.
He slays.
He slays.
Quite literally. Next up, we have Desiree Dupree and her 3 titties.
I'm gonna cut your dick off with this knife, then I'm gonna shoot you in the head. After that, we gonna chuck you in the Xoxo River.
She's going in No Choice But to Stan. Angela Bassett, the queen of the screen. Her being with Dell.
Where's the taste, sweetie?
What the was that about, baby? Ew.
It's just crazy that me and you are on such different wavelengths on this season because I think she had potential. I don't think she did very much.
Oh my god.
What did she contribute?
She is a survivor, baby.
What did she contribute to the overall story?
Fierceness.
That is it. Angela Bassett is amazing, but I don't think I stan this character because I don't think she reached her potential. I don't think that he knew what to do with her in this season. She was interesting, and I want to stan because it's Angela, but I don't think I stan Desiree Dupree. I don't know. Do you think that she really, overreached her potential? I don't think she met it. I don't think she did enough. I don't want the fans to come for me because, and maybe I'll feel the same way. I don't know. I'm trying to just think about the character itself and how it fits into the story. I think we can meet in the middle and say she slays. Because she does slay. I just wish she had done a little bit more,
Okay.
But I can agree that she slays.
Okay.
And I love her so much.
Next up, we have Ethel Darling.
Me is the bearded Bernhardt. Romeo, Romeo, wherefore art thou, Romeo?
I truly don't know what to say.
I don't know what the they are thinking.
I love Kathy Bates, but what were they thinking?
Here's the thing. I think that her storyline, it's complex. She has a lot to do. She's literally a bearded woman dying of cancer. What more could you want in
She
a
has
freak show?
her son. She has her old lover coming back. It's a
Yeah.
lot.
There's a lot going on. They really should have reevaluated that accent.
They want culture and art.
I respect Kathy Bates. She is
So
literally
much.
iconic, but this
wasn't
I think
it,
this
sweetie.
is probably my least favorite character I've ever seen her play.
100%.
Ever,
Absolutely.
in anything she's ever done. I want to put her in Had Potential because I think without the accent, I would have loved the character more.
Yeah.
I just can't stand. I can't. I'm sorry.
I agree. Sorry, Kathy. We love you. We love you so much.
Literally, but
We don't love this character. Oh my god. I feel like this is going to be our most controversial one yet.
people love Freak Show. People hate Freak Show. I feel like we are like in the middle. Even though it's at the bottom of my list.
Like I said, I can still find things to appreciate. Ethel Darling isn't one of them.
Next up, we have Elsa Mars. I love Elsa. I think that she's iconic. I do think that her accent is a little faulty. There are many times where she sounds French, German, English,
Yeah.
American. It's very inconsistent, but the pipes.
Oh my god.
vocal
The
cords
talent,
for
honey.
days. Literally, Elsa Mars, honey, let me know when your concert is. I will be there front row.
Oh yeah, give it to me, this is heaven, what I truly want.
Gods and Monsters, Heroes, Life on Mars.
Oh my God.
She did that. I love Elsa Mars so much. I want the Elsa Mars Funko Pop. If it wasn't $1 billion, I probably would buy it. I know I want to put her in No Choice But to Stan, but I know that you do not stan Elsa Mars.
Listen.
So what is the deal?
No, okay. This is like something that me and him talk about a lot because he loves Elsa Mars and I just don't.
But
I don't.
I love Elsa Mars, with Elsa Mars being last in my ranking of Jessica.
Yeah,
Lange
that's the
characters.
thing.
So
Out of all of Jessica's characters, I think that Elsa is far and away last. But she is very complex, and while we've been rewatching this season these last few days, I have grown an appreciation for her that I didn't have because, she did kill Ethel, but she cares so much about Ma Petite. She basically spearheads Stanley's death.
I would love that.
Which he deserved. I think I am going to stan,
Wow.
which I've never said before.
I love you.
I love you. I do stan, and it's Jessica, so how can you not? But just know that she was real close to not being in that top tier for me.
She
But
is now, and that's all that matters.
she did that. She did that.
Next up, we have Edward Mordrake, which, wow, talk about a creepy man.
It's innocence lost.
The fact that Edward is based on a true character, I love that. However, I think the use of Wes Bentley in this franchise is just so odd. They give him the weirdest characters, which Edward, I love the lore that was created behind this character, but I don't love Edward. I don't.
I think the story of Edward is so interesting. With like the Halloween and he comes and he takes his soul. Like I love that. So yeah, I think that he is a very interesting character, but I think like the idea and the story behind it, but then when you're actually watching it, to be honest, I just don't love Wes Bentley very much. I don't think he's a very interesting actor, so maybe with a different actor, this role could have been better for me. I would probably put him in Had Potential.
I agree.
Which is still good. It's not the bottom.
And if you love Wes Bentley, that's fine. I mean, I don't mind him. I just think that some of the characters he plays are just...
Yeah. I mean, I don't dislike him. I just think that he's boring. Especially when you put him against people like, you know, Jessica or Lady Gaga or whoever he's working with, all these amazing actors. I don't think he holds up. Sorry, Wes. Next, we have Queen Regina Ross.
Where is my mother? She ain't out buying squash.
This poor bitch. I mean, she at least slays. I might stand because she has a weekly call with her mom. Mom misses the call. She calls the Motts to try to figure out what's going on. When she's not getting an answer, she shows the up.
Yep, she does.
And she confronts Dandy. He confesses. She comes back with a cop. So she's doing all the right things. She is making shit happen. And then she has such a tragic death.
Literally.
One that made me literally gasp.
Ooh, I hated it.
It's disgusting. It's so sad.
Yeah.
But she I mean, she at least slays. Like, she went in there, she did that, you know?
She stood her ground and she said, listen up, bitch. And then she died. But,
You know? It's tough. That's a hard one. But I kind of want to stand because, you know, she did that for her mom. She did what she had to do. She got the cops. I think I would stand.
Okay. No choice but to stand. Next up, we have Andy, who is the prostitute, Dell's secret little lover boy.
Has anyone ever painted you before? I'd like to do you in oils. Cubist style, like Picasso.
Can you shut up now?
I want to stand him and I want him to slay, but I feel like really he only served to be hot and to die by Dandy's hand.
Exactly.
Which, wow, what a hot smoking death that was.
Ryan just wanted to kill a super hot dude who wasn't wearing any clothes just because he knows his audience. I think we can probably agree that he had potential.
I think so.
I don't dislike him.
I don't dislike him either.
He didn't do much.
He didn't do much. He didn't have the opportunity to really do anything, but I think that he could have served some kind of purpose other than just being fresh meat.
And he's with Dell too, which is just, I just don't understand. I truly don't.
But, you know, I think that he had potential.
100%.
Sister Mary Eunice is up next. She makes a surprise appearance, and you know what?
I don't even think we really need to discuss this one. Go back and watch our Asylum video to hear our thoughts about this queen.
Icon.
We stand. We will always stand. She's the one who takes Pepper in and like kind of comforts her when Pepper gets dropped off at the asylum. So how can you not stand?
We love her.
We love her.
Next up, we have Chester Crab.
What are you all looking at? Backstage. Places! This is a run-through!
Played by Neil Patrick Harris, which, wow, what an iconic addition to the cast of American Horror Story. I just hate Chester, though.
Yes. I think that he is one of the most interesting characters in this season for sure. Maggie's death is the most exciting and the best scene of the whole season, and he is directly responsible for that.
I could not handle it. Just him killing everyone and
thinking that it was his dummy.
It's my doll. No, bitch, it's not your doll. It's you.
I loathe him.
Me too.
I would love for them to bring back Neil. He was amazing, but like the character, loathe.
I'm so sorry to anyone who loves Chester, but how can you love Chester?
And he did that to Maggie, which like maybe she kind of deserved it, but she was also, you know, on the road up.
For Maggie, it was karma.
Yeah.
But I still hate it.
Oh, we hate it.
Next up, we have Pepper, which y'all
know.
No
y'all
choice
already
but
know.
to stand.
If you get lonely, you hold it to your cheek, and I'll be there. Okay.
I just think that what happens to her in this season is so devastating.
It like actually makes me feel sick to my stomach thinking about it. She's so sweet and innocent and gets taken advantage of because she's different.
By her own sister, like,
yeah.
Ooh.
It's too much. No choice but to stand.
Yeah.
No contest there.
No choice. Next up, we have Penny.
I am the astounding lizard girl.
Speaking of tragic characters,
God, really so devastating. Like Penny's dad. We don't have him on here, but he would be in Loathe entirely.
Yeah, he doesn't even deserve for us to talk about him. No.
I think Penny slays.
She slays.
I think she slays.
You know.
I mean, they might have made her look like a snake after all that tattooing that her daddy did to her, but she's one hot snake.
Yes, and her poor tongue, they fork her tongue.
Oh my
like,
god. I forgot about that, yeah.
But she's a survivor, honey, and she's strong, and she did that.
She's that bitch.
So, yeah, she slays.
Next up, we have Ima Wiggles, who was a really interesting addition to the cast.
Nice to meet you. Sit down, dear. Eat. Go on. Eat up.
She just doesn't really have much to do besides be this love interest to Jimmy Darling.
I've never seen anybody like anything more than you and a mouthful of food.
Which was very unexpected considering he has Maggie Esmeralda on
He
the
has
side.
several love interests. They just wanted to have this type of character on the show, but they didn't know what to do with her. I mean, she had potential, I think. They could have done way more with her.
They could have done literally anything.
Sorry, girlie.
I literally just, sorry, girl. Had potential, which is fine, you know.
I mean, it's not the bottom.
Honestly,
we don't dislike her.
Here's the thing. I think a lot of characters in American Horror Story could be put in had potential because the writing of the show is just so quick and fast-paced that I think Ryan and Brad just forget, like, hey, these characters need to have a storyline and an arc. Some of them, they hit the arc and then they just disappear.
Yes.
So, yeah, she had potential.
Next, we have Amazon Eve. A true queen.
Literal icon.
Yes, I stand.
I stand too.
I stand. Dell tried to kill her.
Oh.
She said, "Are you kidding me?"
Bitch, watch this.
And beat the hell out of him.
She did.
We love to see that.
She did that. Next up, we have Paul.
Try not to miss.
I always miss, darling. That's the point.
I think that Paul is a nice character. I just don't necessarily care so much for his storyline.
He's a little cutie.
But I do think that he slays.
I would definitely put him in
I think he
slays.
slays.
I wish that he had done more, but I feel like he still reached his potential at least. But I would have loved to see more from him.
Well, wasn't it like once he started catching on to Elsa, she killed him?
Yeah, she killed him.
Next up, we have Ma Petite. Literally no choice but to stand.
You have to.
She's an icon. She is so adorable. I love her so much. I think that her character was very necessary for the story. Watching her die,
it haunts me. I think that is the saddest part of the season to me.
I was so shocked they killed her. I did not. Oh my god. I can literally see her right now. It's very devastating.
When she's in the little jar, like I remember seeing that for the first time, shocked at that. It was too much.
It was too much. Ryan, get it together.
How could you do that?
Next up, we have Legless Susie, icon. I think that she slays. I think that she could have had a little bit more to do. Oh my god, Dandy kills her.
Yeah, Dandy kills her.
Oh my god.
But I mean, she gets things done. I remember the scene where they're killing Stanley and he runs out and they're following him and she is moving. Yeah. I mean, she is going across the field to get him. She knows what's up. She's defending her friends. I love it. She slays. She definitely slays.
She slays. And also, rest in peace.
Oh my god.
So sad. Her legacy on American Horror Story, iconic. Oh my god, so sad. R.I.P.
I don't even want to talk about this.
Meep.
Honestly, I think I stan Meep. I think I stan. I mean,
I stan too.
What's not to stan, I think.
I stan.
He's just such a little cutie. He's so pure. He has such a sad storyline.
Yeah.
But every time I see him on screen, I am smiling because I love him so much.
So adorable.
So I think he goes at the top.
I think so too. Next up, we have Salty, who is Pepper's husband. What a sweetie. I'm honestly very devastated for his death because I thought that just taking away from Pepper is literally done so dirty all the time. I just want her to have a moment.
Something.
But her Salty was taken away from her.
Yes. With that being said, he's barely in the season.
He is barely. I think that he had potential.
I agree.
They could have done something. They could have run off together. They could have done something.
Something.
He died.
Sorry, you're still a little cutie. We love you. Okay. What's this dude's name?
Oh my god. Detective Colquitt.
The piece of shit.
Him. Loathe
Straight
entirely.
to the bottom.
You dude.
Literally.
Asshole.
For what he did to Regina, he's getting paid $1 million to kill someone. You're a cop. You literally rot in hell. Truly, I don't know why I'm acting shocked.
I don't know why.
There's actually no reason to be shocked. He sucks.
Next up, we have Twisty. I don't stand him just because of how horrible horrible he is, but I do think he slays. 1, quite literally. 2, he's terrifying.
I think that he is one of the most iconic villains of the show.
Oh, yeah.
One of the most recognizable. They brought him back for Colt, which shows that the show likes him too. And he has a sad backstory. What he did, what he's doing to all these people, not excusable, but he has very tragic life.
I think Twisty slays.
I agree. I put him in slays.
Next up we have, I guess we can do these together. It's Corey and Bonnie, the two that are captured by Twisty. They are kept in that creepy little van out in the woods. I'm going to say had potential because I literally can't even remember their storyline enough to put them in any other category.
I mean, I feel like they literally lived up to their potential. They were supposed to be kidnapped and then they got away and then they got caught again. And that was kind of it. There's not much to say. I don't think they necessarily slay.
No, but I think they had potential.
All right, next we have Queen Dora.
I hate you, I hate you, I hate you!
Believe me, boy, I hate you too.
Patti LaBelle, literally, okay, no choice but to
There's no reason not to stand Dora. She puts Dandy in his place. She comes for him. Doesn't she find out that he murdered his mom?
She's onto it. She already knows.
She's confronting him about it.
Which, wow, like mother, like daughter.
Yes.
Icon.
Yes, we love a mother-daughter duo. I absolutely stan her. I think she's amazing.
Shut your pie hole, Dora, or I will kill you.
Really? Then kill me. Go on. I dare you.
And it's Patti LaBelle, so.
Literally, Patti LaBelle, icon queen.
Bring her back.
Bring her back.
And Patti LuPone. Can we get a season with them together, please?
Oh my god, the two Patties, icons.
Lesbian lovers, Ryan, hello.
Oh my god. Next up, we have Marjorie.
This is a weird one, because she's technically a doll.
Love Marjorie.
You're nothing without me.
Because of the fact that she is a doll. She's a puppet. She is.
He loves dolls.
I
like
love
killer
scary
dolls.
I love a doll that is coming for me to literally kill me. Annabelle, Chucky, Marjorie.
The big three.
The big three.
I would say slays.
She does slay. Marjorie is the comedic relief for this season.
Yeah.
She is literally iconic.
I just want to give a shout out to Jamie Brewer. I think this is her best role, even though it's small, but she is iconic.
I think that this is her most acted role. I think that she really had to delve deep into this character because what a character it is.
It's so different from, Nan or Adelaide, and she did that. She did that. Truly gave an interesting, amazing performance. And like I've been saying, the Chester Krebs thing, I think that those are some of the most interesting scenes, and she is the reason for that because she's the one that's goading him into doing all of these things, but we can't stand, so she slays.
She slays. So next up we have Rita Gayheart, which is Pepper's sister. Rita. Loathe entirely.
Loathe.
What a piece of shit. Killed her baby and blamed it on Pepper. What a bitch.
Horrible. I said earlier that Stanley is one of my least favorite characters, but Rita gives him a run for gives him a run for his money. I don't even have words. I'm getting enraged thinking about what she did to Pepper.
Yeah.
I hate her. Literally hate her.
Gross.
Disgusting.
Next up, we have Alice and Lucy, who are Chester's wife and his wife's mistress, who he kills.
Yeah.
We're putting them together because they died together.
We don't really know anything about them, but I do know that she was cheating on her husband, which I don't love. But also, he's not well in the head.
Yeah.
So maybe she was like, I can't deal with this dude, and she was a lesbian or something, and she just it was the time, so she had to be with a man. I don't know. I would just say had potential, probably.
I think that they had potential also, because they're not my fave. I love lesbians.
Yeah, of course.
Had potential. They literally did have potential. I feel like a lot of the characters that die early, we just put them in had potential because they died too early. They're literally brought on to die. They serve no other purpose than their death, which, that's fine. That's horror for you. But next up, we have the last character on this list, which is young Arthur Arden. And guess where he's going?
Another asshole.
Entirely.
Yes. Straight to the bottom for you.
Wow. He made a snuff film of cutting off Elsa's legs. I was not expecting that, but
no.
I was also not expecting it to be Arthur Arden from Asylum.
Yes. And like we said earlier, go watch our Asylum video. You're going to hear all of our thoughts about old Arthur Arden. Young Arthur Arden is just Arthur Arden. So, bottom.
He's a bottom.
He...
Wow. We did that. Okay, but now here comes the fun part.
Now that we have put them into tiers, that was really the easy part. Now we're going to go back and rank them within their tiers.
Yeah.
So that's going to be hard, especially since we had some disagreements, especially at the beginning. So having to like come to a consensus on where we're going to put these characters. Let's see what happens. Okay.
I'm going to say that Officer Colquitt goes at the bottom.
Yes.
For killing Regina.
Yes.
You. Next, I'm going to say that it's literally Rita. Rita.
I don't know though. I kind of want to put Stanley. Rita did one horrible thing. Stanley did a lot of horrible things.
Rita, Arthur,
yeah,
Chester. Our only not fave is Del, which...
That's interesting.
Oh, poor Del. I don't hate him, but he's just not my favorite.
No. When I was thinking about this season, I expected almost everyone to be bottom half, but this is by far the most we've ever had in the top.
Yeah.
But there's just a lot of rootable characters on this season. There's a lot of characters in this one. I say leave Ethel where she is.
Okay.
I think she deserves to be at the top of this because it's still Kathy, and she did her best.
I think Lucy and Alice are in their correct placement. I would put Bonnie above Corey.
I feel like I would put Bonnie, like, honestly, after Ethel. Because
she could have done a lot.
I mean, she really was trying to get out, like, you know, she is our, I mean, not our final girl, obviously, but like, you're rooting so hard for her to get away. I would probably leave that and just leave Edward Mordrake next. Because he was still interesting, just not the most interesting.
I'm gonna put Ima here.
I think that's fine.
I think that's fine.
Yeah. Okay.
Slays.
I would put Desiree at the top.
Okay.
I think.
Yeah.
Because she was close to being at the very top, almost made it. I would probably put Gloria second, in my opinion, or Dandy.
I'm gonna say Dandy.
Okay.
Actually, honestly, Dandy goes above Desiree.
You think?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, yeah, you're right. He's a big part of the season.
I'm gonna say Dandy slays.
Okay.
Desiree slays.
Okay.
Gloria can go above.
I think Gloria's over Jimmy.
Jimmy can be next.
Yeah.
Twisty over Jimmy.
Yeah, I agree.
Honestly, I think
Marjorie.
I think Twisty over Gloria.
No, that's fine because that's okay with me. I can live with it.
Oh, Marjorie.
Yeah, I honestly want to put Marjorie, I think, above Gloria.
Me too.
Sorry, Gloria.
Wow.
This is gonna get interesting. Okay, I would probably put Regina or Amazon Eve last, or Meep. Because I think out of all of these characters, these three had the least to do in the season. Maybe put Meep last.
I think so.
I would probably put Amazon Eve after Meep. Do you think Amazon goes after Regina? I do. Because I think Regina actively... Well, but Amazon is such a queen. Okay, maybe put Regina next. I don't know. What do you think?
I love all of them, and
Yeah.
I think that it's just hard to place them because...
But it's also... You have Pepper and Eunice, Mary Eunice, who... were only in like a little bit of the season, and they already got their dues in our asylum video where they were really high up. I think I would maybe even put Regina above Mary Eunice.
I think so too, because Mary Eunice, it's literally such a tiny part.
Yeah, we just love her, but I think we're being biased here. Maybe I would put Mary Eunice last.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry to the Mary Eunice stands. We do love her.
We do love her, but she literally is barely even a part of the season.
This is just how it has to go.
It's just a cameo, baby, okay?
This is hard. Okay.
I'm gonna say Amazon Eve.
Yeah, Amazon Eve. And then I think Pepper.
Pepper?
Yeah. I would probably then say Ma Petite.
Me too.
Okay. This is where it gets tough.
Our top 5. Okay, so our top 5, we have Bet, Dot, Maggie, Elsa, Dora.
This is where I think our opinions kind of are skewed. We don't necessarily feel the same about these characters. I don't even know if I have a clear number 1.
I think I know who my number 1 is.
Okay. I feel like my number 1 isn't in your top 2. Mine is actually kind of out of left field.
I think we're actually on the same link.
Okay.
Well, let's just say, who is 5th?
I say Dot.
We're gonna say Dot.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna say Maggie.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna say Bet.
Interesting. That's not where I was going.
And then we're gonna say Elsa 2nd.
Yes. No, literally, I am shocked right now. I was like, is he gonna yell at me for wanting to put Dora first?
Dora is that bitch.
I love her.
She literally is so iconic. I cannot handle.
Just like seeing her stand up to Dandy the way that like really no one else did. I mean, until the ending, but like she was on to him. She did that. I think she's the best part about this season. So
hold on though, y'all.
Is this a hot
because
take?
literally Elsa Mars, I love her so much, and I think that so many people are screaming at us right now.
Darlings.
I will not agree to put Elsa first. So if y'all want to be mad at me.
Okay.
I won't allow it. I just won't. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm prepared for the hate. I'm prepared for it. Leave some comments about me. It's okay. I would put Elsa third, but I'm willing to compromise and leave her second.
Okay.
So.
Wow.
That's it.
We did it. Wow. Looking back at all of this, I think that this season is actually better than we gave it credit for.
I was just thinking like this season isn't that bad.
It's not. It is at the bottom of many people's lists, including ours.
Yeah,
but
it's still good. I mean, look at how we don't have any other video so far that has this many characters in the top, even Coven. So I think that like honestly speaks for itself.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully you guys are on the same page as us. If not, tell us why. Clearly some of these were hard for us to place, so we want to know like where would you guys put some of these harder characters?
Down in the comments below, let us know what you thought of our ranking of the Freak Show characters. We would love to talk about it with you. Just be gentle.
Don't come for us too hard.
Also, if you are not already subscribed, hit the subscribe button. If you love movies, music, pop culture, we love you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you in the next video.
Hell's under new management now.
I like my pumpkin spice lattes extra hot.
I am going to eat your soul.
Sorry, I'm not into short guys.